End of August is traditionally a very exciting week in the trail running world. Trail runners from all over the world compete against each other and most of all against themselves in one of the most famous long-distance mountain running races in the world, the Ultra Trail, the Mont Blanc. Watching the race always brings me back to all the memories, the emotions, the ups and downs of participating in this event. The UTMB, or Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc, is a 170-kilometer long mountain running race that loops around the Mont Blanc Massif. It's mainly run on trails and mountain paths, and it crosses 3 countries. It has 10,000 meters of elevation, and you only have 46 hours to make it around and finish the race. Every year, there's only about 55% of participants that make it back to the finish in time. And the first time I participated, I was one of the unlucky ones that didn't make it back. From the moment I read about this race, I was excited and amazed that people could run such a long distance without sleep. Nevertheless, a little seed was planted, and all I wanted to do was run this race. Well, the longest I've run before was a road marathon, so you can imagine a lot of work had to be done. Passion became a little bit an obsession. But 4 years later, I was able to start the UTMB. Unfortunately, not all luck was on my side. And with an infection on the airways, it became very difficult to breathe. With only 29 kilometers to go, I had to stop the race. I didn't want to put my health in danger. And after 12 hours of suffering, I made the decision to give up. It was a very hard decision at the time, but it was the right decision. Training started again. I enrolled in many different races, gained more and more experience, had some fun along the way, and 2 years later, I was able to finish the dream. Altogether, it took 6 years. In those 6 years, I learned so much about myself, about different ways of training, about nutrition, about recovery, about breathing, visualization, and much more. The motivation came easy because I had a clear goal in mind. I had a clear goal. I wanted to run this race and finish it. Because of this goal, I had meaning and purpose to train, to plan, to handle setbacks. Fully engaged and motivated, the journey becomes equally important as the goal. So what drives you to run? Why are you running? Perhaps you're aiming for personal best, or you're training to run a very long distance, a distance that would even exhaust the most experienced cyclist. Maybe your goals are health related, you're shedding pounds or building strength. After a long day in the office, you might seek to clear your mind and break free from routine, from stress. Some of us cherish the connection with nature, blending into our surroundings, or perhaps you're being chased by some kids with water pistols. Maybe you're a runner that don't really have a goal, or you run for health or social experience or just for fun, and that's good too. Whatever the reason, it is a reason, and it helps you to create the athlete's mindset. The athlete's mindset brings a motivation that will help you to figure out how to get the most out of your run. Do you feel tense in the morning and you can do with a few more stretches? Or you're easily out of breath? Do you have some aching knees while running downhill? Or do you simply want to be able to keep running into old age? Take your time to think about this. Why not think about this during your next run? Find the why in your running. Find your own challenge. Improve the way you run, the way you breathe, and change the way you feel and perform. And don't forget to have fun along the way.